I pay a lot of white women to tell me how to live my life. I have couples therapists. I have an individual therapist. I have a non-monogamy coach.
They have a non-monogamy coach.
What does the ad look like for a non-monogamy coach?
You want to go out in these streets and around? Have you been having a lot of hot girl summers? City boys, are you up? Come on down to 1-900 around.
As you can see, this is the Sunday Scoop 2.0 or 3.0. Which version of the Sunday Scoop are we at? Welcome to the Sunday Scoop. We are here at Heartbeat Studios out in Canoga Park. And today we have the lovely Samantha.
Oh.
I was like, who am I going to give this lovely to? We got the lovely Samantha and BT Kingsley.
What up, dog?
And I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Lani, a.k.a. the janitor of Chocolate Sundaes.
The janitor is hilarious.
Cleaning shit up.
Cleaning shit up.
Like you bum-ass niggas be on the stage. Oh, wait.
That's exactly what I say.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know it. Every time.
But yeah, let's just take a moment just to take this in, you know? Take in these vibes. Take in this ambiance.
Yeah.
Because it's really a beautiful space.
Right?
It's very sexy.
I had them bring in these lights specifically for our podcast, so I hope you guys really appreciate them. And
I feel like we're gonna shoot a music video or something. It's
right?
Yeah.
Got depth too.
Very body roll.
Samantha's a former video girl, too.
I should have known that was gonna be an opening there.
Triggering her.
There's so much space. You see?
So much space.
So much space for activities.
Hella depth.
Thanks for the depth check.
Yeah.
Let's hope that my crack wasn't showing on that. Pants rolled a little lower than I expected. Pants rolled a little lower than I expected.
Remember you said talking to the mic? You're like,
Oh, you didn't get that? You didn't hear me? I thought it was loud as hell.
I was telling Lani before we started recording, I was like, I feel like I know BT, but I don't know BT.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen you perform a ton of times, and I know the jokes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, you just be kind of low key, bro.
I'd be lying.
I feel the same way.
Really?
And now I know you keep saying you be like, now
I'd
I'm
be
like, who
lying.
are you?
Who are you, BT?
Who is BT?
My name is actually Chris. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people ask me Chris. This is my sister. A lot of people don't know.
Got it.
Christina.
You know what I mean?
Very nice to meet you, Christina.
Yeah, that's my favorite cousin, man. Christina.
No. Who are you, honestly?
Born in the Bay Area, grew up in Houston, Texas.
We're in the Bay.
Damn, she caught me in a lie. I was born in San Francisco, but I don't remember San Francisco at all.
Okay.
I remember Lake Merritt. I remember
Okay.
Oakland.
Well, like married is Oakland.
Yeah, so that's all I remember. Then I was in Houston, high school, middle school,
Got it.
elementary, all that shit.
Okay. Like, grew up.
That's it. That's all the
Okay, so
information I
Houston, and then you moved out here from
Then
Houston?
I moved to Sacramento. I've been
Oh, okay.
going
Back
Why?
to
Yeah, back to
up
Northern
north.
Cali. I was
Yep.
going Academy of Arts in San Fran, and I started in Houston, but I got my footing in Sacramento.
When did you realize you were funny?
I'm an only child. It happened after I started comedy, but I didn't know what comedy was. I don't know if that makes sense. I didn't know what comedy was. Like, I didn't know stand up. Like, you could just do it. So like,
I know what you're saying.
So if when I'm 13, 14, let me not tell my age. When I'm 6, 7.
Is everything a secret?
I play between the ages of
28
Casting
and
directors.
42.
yeah, about 35. So I didn't paint my hair, so this is great. It's like,
You do have a very young face, though. You look really young.
I am.
I feel like if you
very
cut your beard off,
Yeah.
you'd probably lose like 10 years.
young. If I lose 10 pounds, I lose another 10. If I lose 10. No, but I knew I wanted to do what Eddie Murphy was doing, but that didn't translate to me. I saw Raw. This is the movie where he talks. When I watched Def Jam, it's like, oh, this is the TV show where they come up and they just talk. Until I walked past a comedy club, I'm like, wait, you could just do this.
Come up with some jokes at the house and just pull up.
Best jokes ever.
Interesting.
I remember my first joke too.
Oh, my God, please.
Yes, you have to say
I want to hear it.
I don't remember the first joke. I remember my first closer. The first time I go on stage, B2K had just broke up, and it's gonna do the same as it always does.
What, bomb?
Oh, come on, man, we got here now, baby. B2K had just broke up, and I was saying, B2K had just broke up, and they supposed to be doing a movie, and you know who's gonna play Omarion? Well, the same dude that plays the lead in all black R&B group movies. It'll be Leon. I say the problem is Leon gonna get confused about who he's playing, and I had him like crossing over, being two different. Like, without me, y'all just some fake ass B2K. You ungrateful sons of bitches. Silence. Thank you. Good night.
It's a big room. There's a lot of depth in here. There's a lot of silence.
It's the same way every time. I'm gonna bring it back in about 2 years.
But you got to start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that premise, though. I think it's a good premise, and it probably will be funny now
It's
that
just
you're
a random reference,
seasoned.
though. If you saw Temptations and you would get it. Yeah, but if you, it's
No, but I think the premise of him like forgetting what he's playing, I think that's funny.
See, come on, man.
Yeah.
Patience, 5 Heartbeats. He was all over.
He was all over there. It was Leon.
Yeah.
One name.
Just one name.
One name. You got to be famous to have one name. Madonna, Beyonce, is Sade. It's not that many.
There's a reason we have Samantha on the show.
Ooh, say more words.
A reason.
Besides the fact that she's my sister-in-law.
Yes, your long-lost sister-in-law.
Yes. Twice removed.
We love to talk about relationships on the Sunday Scoop.
That's what I'm here for. Let's get into it.
And Samantha shared with us that she has a interesting dynamic.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
She's in an open relationship.
Ambush.
Getting to the point.
Yeah, I'm in an open relationship.
Okay.
You're in an open relationship.
Define open relationship. What does that mean for the people at home that live
Why
in
we
the
start with all that bullshit
Midwest?
I was talking about? Keep going.
Well, it can mean a lot of different things. There's like an umbrella term, which is polyamory, but basically it means that you aren't monogamous with the person that you are committed to. I guess that's kind of what it means for me. But
You're not monogamous to the person that
it's a
you're committed to.
non-monogamous relationship. So I am committed to a person, but we are not sexually exclusive.
Right.
And for different people, there's thruples, there's people that just have like hall passes, and then there's swingers. There's like a lot of different iterations of it. But the way that
And there are people who have relationships with multiple people,
Yeah,
which
so
is
like,
wild to me.
I'm in
I
a
mean, all of
relationship
this
with
is
you,
wild
and
to me.
I'm in a relationship with you, and you are also in a relationship with her, and maybe it's just
Wait, be in a relationship with me too. I'm not your brother-in-law. Fuck all that. Oh, forget about me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. So it can look a lot of ways, but for
This
me,
is Chelsie, by the way.
Hey!
For those wondering
Chelsea, come on, hopping in.
whose hand that is,
Me.
just hopping in.
You're not going to twerk,
Thanks,
Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Chelsea usually
Not
twerks
today.
when...
Bust it open one time, Chelsea.
you never know. You never know. So for me, that means I am partnered. I'm committed to one partner, and we are allowed to, under certain rules and agreements, basically do what we want to do.
As life should be.
No.
Hey.
BT,
This is all we talk about all the time.
This is all we should have been talking about. I don't know why we was cut all that shit at the beginning now. I don't know what the fuck we was talking about. We should start it
You
here.
would be down for something like that?
It's interesting.
Hey, answer this question correctly, brother.
Yes. I'm very pro do whatever you and your partner agree on. So whatever y'all agree on, that's what y'all agree on. And the problem is the dynamics of society try to pressure you into doing everything other shit. And that's why relationships don't be working.
Correct.
Because you be listening to your pastor, and you should just listen to the person in your house. Because that's who you got to live with. That's what be happening. This shit is mad annoying.
Do you listen to the person in your house?
Yeah, every woman I've ever dated ever knows exactly who I am. BT's own. You know what my vice is? I don't drink alcohol. It's only been women. It's always been women.
Always been women.
It's always been women.
So do you think you'd be able to, open it up and see what's what?
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, what's ideal for you? Like, do you want to be in a relationship, whether it's open or not? Do you want a one person that you're with, that you do life with?
I mean, sure. Perhaps. I feel
Very non-committal.
Yeah. I feel like the women that have been around for a long time will probably be around a long time. Like I'm not. I love them and they love
Women.
me.
Wait, say again. Sorry.
The women that have been in my life for a long time will be around for a long time. So when I meet women, I be like, hey, look, there's chicks around and they're not going nowhere. You should know that coming in.
So they're not relationships, but you have long-term.
I mean, they're relationships, sure.
Dating.
I don't. When you start changing the dynamics, then the titles get weird. Sure, yes, they're relationships.
Do you live with any of them?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Do you live with any of them?
Some people have keys.
Some people have keys.
So you got keys just floating around the city. Just
You want to see my keys?
Just you got to.
Like, can I get a key?
You can't. There's a saying that says you can't trust a man with a lot of.
I'm out here, baby.
That's some heavy keys. That's
Yeah.
a lot of key action.
Bobs. Okay.
What doors do these open?
A lot of some not all in this city. Every living life, man. You only get to do this shit once.
Yes.
And being honest with the people closer to you is just the most. I have hard rules for ladies. Ladies, a lot of women is already living this life anyway.
Wait, you said hard rules?
No, not like hard rules. Like if you're with me, I'm saying like hard understandings when I'm talking to women that I just not even that I'm dating, just in general. Like I be telling every woman I know that no man is single. Like none of them. Zero. No man that gets haircuts, puts on outfits, sprays on cologne. Not rich, not the dude behind the board. No man is single. Every woman, ladies, when you meet a man, there's women around. If you liked him, somebody else does. Does that mean he has a girlfriend? No. Does that mean he has a wife? Not exactly. But he might have some chick he fucks every other year when he goes to his grandmother's house. And this year you're going with him on Christmas, and he got phone calls to make. And sometimes women have this also. Women have this also, but the difference is men don't normally. Women will be like, "Are you single?" But no, okay. But do you have somebody that think y'all together? It's like it doesn't matter.
Girl voice?
Yeah. Is you singles? Yeah. Is you singles or nos? It's like that. It don't matter. The dynamic don't matter. Because a man will meet you and just be like, I got a man. Be like, well, can you have friends? It's
100%.
They don't care.
What are you saying? What do you
No,
mean no man is
no
single?
men are single. Zero.
No, in your
I can
in your
co-sign.
explanation,
Co-sign that.
they are single. I mean, what do you mean
No.
by single?
No.
So
you're
what do you-
saying no man is not having sex with somebody.
No.
Like what?
Can I translate?
Please.
So I think what he's saying is, so say single, right? Single. I'm not in a relationship. There are people on the roster that are being entertained.
Yes.
And that are in communication with me for the opportunity to move to the starting five.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
So he's single.
But
So you're saying that is the definition of single?
no, because women, I believe that women will actually be single. Like there's
Cap.
no. I've seen this before.
You've seen this?
I've seen it where
Never in my life
a
have
woman
I.
was with a dude for a long time. They weren't fully committed, and now they're broken up, and she's just healing or whatever. But there's months and or some time has passed, and there's literally nobody around. There's probably people approaching
There's
her.
people in the DMs.
But she don't like them.
Yet.
Okay, you're saying
Fair.
single as in they're not having sex. They're not entertaining anybody.
I'm saying they're
To
not
me,
entertaining.
single means you're not committed. That's different.
That's your definition.
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
is
saying.
not
That's a
most
very
women's
progressive-
definition.
That's not most women's
I don't
definition.
think so.
no.
I don't think so.
No. If I have a woman
We're not women, so dear.
Well, let me ask
what's
you.
the definition?
If
Wait,
I have-
so you tell me. What's your definition of single? Being single means what?
I don't think no men are single.
but
waking
what's the
up in the
definition?
morning, looking at yourself and being like, you know what? I love you.
Yes.
In the mirror.
enough.
Yes.
You're enough.
I'm working on
And then
me.
you take your tea and you wrap yourself in your robe.
And then you pet your cat.
Single. That's
There's
single.
single would be nobody.
Nobody.
And then
Yeah.
dating would be, I'm entertaining people.
Yes.
But very often women meet a man and they'll be like, okay, there's this chick that I've known for 9 years. And I go up there, we fuck around. She come down here, we fuck around. Where she's not in the city, but we're close, and I care about her a lot. And if you looked at our messages, this should look like a relationship to anybody else paying attention. That be happening a lot. And they'd be like, I thought you were single. I mean, I am. It's like, but it looked like here that y'all love each other. It's like, I do love her. What are we talking about? That has nothing to do with what's going on. So it's just my belief.
Back to the definition
Yes.
of single. You mean like no dating, no nothing. That's what single means.
I
to
know
you.
women that when they ask, they mean it like that, and that they actually are that. That there's nobody. I don't want to share anybody. That be I don't want to
Okay, you
share.
keep avoiding. What
I'm
does
not avoiding.
single
I feel like
mean
he's
to
answering
you?
the
What's
question.
definition?
He's answering the question.
Kitty cats. There's no.
BT,
nobody.
you answered the question 3 times because Lani didn't like the answer.
No, because he keeps saying there's women, blah blah blah.
Wait,
saying
wait,
this. I'm saying
what do you
like,
mean?
what are you saying? Like what?
For me,
Yeah, I think that's the distinction.
Yeah, what does single mean?
Okay.
Versus to the women who ask.
I'm single.
Not by what you just told us.
No, that's for women. For me, I'm single.
Because you're not in a committed relationship? And
That's
you
what
are
I'm saying.
No, because
Or can you
I
not-
belong to the streets.
Okay. But you're saying that to women who ask if they're single,
Yes.
what they mean is, are you living in a barren wasteland or not?
I've never in my life lived in a barren wasteland. There's women around me at all times, and that's always going to be like that. So shoot your shot. Let's
Have
see
you
what
talked to
happens.
your
but you're
therapist
not-
about this,
no, but-
BT?
Oh yeah.
I've never.
Big therapy.
But when I've asked the man before if he's single, it's never been, are you completely not dating, not having sex, not doing anything? It's just, you're not in a relationship.
You are savvy. You are
No,
living.
I think women think like that. That's
I don't
what
know. I
I'm
think
talking
I
about.
agree with you, but I think we're the same kind of women, and I think
Yes.
there's a lot of different kinds of women.
So women really think that they meet a guy and he's not having sex, not dating anybody,
if
not.
he says he's single, that's
Yes.
what they mean when they're asking.
No. I disagree.
Okay,
I
so-
disagree
okay, so
completely.
let's
They
answer-
can't be that
So let me-
stupid.
Okay, let's ask questions.
No.
Let's ask questions. It's a very entertaining podcast. If I have an ex that I'm still having sex with, but we're not together no more, even she still want to be with me though, am I single?
Yes. If you're not telling her that you're with her and you're not exclusive
Y'all
or
heard
whatever.
this, y'all. Hey, it's your girl saying this.
You're,
y'all get up.
you're not single if you're still talking to your ex.
If I have a chick that lives with
He's
me,
just having sex with her.
No, let's keep going. I want to keep going.
Okay.
Let's say I have a chick that lives with me and she allows me to go out and frolic in the streets. Am I single?
If you guys are living
With you.
together.
Sure,
You guys are
Well,
like on a roommate?
no, because
No, we live together. We be fucking around. And she lets me be open, but she doesn't.
well,
Am I
you're in an open
my- yeah, that's
relationship.
my relationship.
Ooh.
Yeah. You're not single. You're in an open
Yeah.
relationship.
I don't know if that's the case.
That's my relationship.
That's an open relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I meet a woman, would you consider him single? Would you consider him single?
'Cause he's not- he's not in a committed
I
relationship.
would never date a man that was living with a woman.
Well, wait a minute. No, what happened? He's single.
No.
I wouldn't
No,
consider that single.
That
What?
doesn't have to do with him being single or not. It has to
Okay,
do with
so-
him living with a woman.
Okay. If he happened to have a lot of keys, I got the keys.
and he's not living with any
He's not
of them,
living with them.
but he has access
No,
to
but
them.
I wouldn't be okay. I wouldn't get involved with someone who's dating
And
other
that's a
people.
different question, though.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
you're
He's
talking
single.
about-
But I'm just
but-
trying to clear up the definition of single.
It's you're not in a commit. To me, it's you're not in a committed relationship with
You're not
somebody.
in a committed relationship, and you're not dating anyone.
No,
No,
you're
you can be
dating.
dating. You can be
That's what I'm
single
saying. I've
and
never
dating.
met a man that's not dating
Rich,
people.
go
That's
back.
weird. That's what I'm saying.
You're saying that single would be not in a committed relationship.
Yes.
But an open relationship with no commitments would mean that
You're
said
not in a
person that he's
committed
single.
No. They're in a relationship.
So she's
they
single.
just have sex with other people. No, because
If there's no
You
commitment,
can be okay. I am
No,
committed
she
to my
said a
partner.
non-monogamous committed
Committed
relationship
relationship.
at the beginning.
What you're talking about
Is
is
being a hoe.
having sex.
Yeah.
with, no, there's judgment on that.
yes.
What you're talking about is having sex with someone and then also having sex with someone else.
I didn't even say sex. I'm just dating.
Just a little
Or
head.
dating. Okay, so
But
you're.
that's what I'm saying. But I wouldn't
Yeah, you
date
can date
Samantha. If I was a
multiple-
man,
Just
I
had
would
sex?
date Samantha because she's in a relationship.
No.
If I wanted to be with her more than just sex,
you said
I wouldn't.
You said single is somebody who doesn't. Okay. You're
I
committed
feel like
to the
you
person.
pimp talking me, and I don't
No,
like it.
I'm asking a question. I
don't like it.
I'm trying to.
Lonnie
I'm
is
trying to-
triggered.
but this is where, and this is why
I feel like
when
he's
somebody
talking
says
me in circles.
this is why the titles always get weird because what you have doesn't exactly fit into the parameters.
I'm starting to
of what's
see why
the norm.
BT has all these goddamn keys.
Because he confuses the fuck out of me.
I am thoroughly lost.
Listen.
Fools them with trickery.
Women that meet me.
Women are married to BT, and he has no idea.
Listen,
Like,
women that meet me. I'm telling you now.
Okay.
I belong to the streets.
Yes.
We figured that out.
Okay, there is women around. You should know this coming in. If that does not make you comfortable, I understand. We can be friends. This also means I will try to probably fuck some of your friends.
Are these women also of the streets? These women in your orbit?
Not normally.
Not normally.
Not normally. Sometimes.
Okay.
Would you be okay with it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. What are the
Pimp
parameters
talk.
on that?
That's what I'm talking about.
If she actually wants to do that, sure, by all means. If she's doing it because I'm doing it, then that's a problem.
Oh, you can't have retaliatory street
That is
activity.
vindictive.
Got it.
Yeah, we
But
here
if
now,
she just,
baby.
if she just,
We can stay here the rest of the night. That's my favorite
just
thing. to
out
talk
here.
about. If she
naturally-
if you out there, then I'm out there too. I don't want to participate.
Because that's not of her character.
Yes.
She's changing herself for you.
Yes. And I don't believe I've yet to come into a situation where I've met women who can fuck and get fucked well. How can I cuss on here?
We're gonna have to bleep it out, but you can do your thing.
I have very rarely do I find women who can consistently be having the sexual intercourse with a man, and or whatever LGBTQIA apply as necessary. Who could be
Nice
having
save.
This nigga here, he got excited. Who could be consistently having great sex with limitless parameters, and I mean more emotional, not like safety stuff.
yeah.
And not be emotionally attached. I don't find that.
Okay.
Over there.
I'm like,
So picture the fictitious guy, James.
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 Good old JJ.
You and James meet. Y'all have great chemistry. Y'all get to getting physical.
It's impossible. He's not funny.
Yes.
They would not have good chemistry.
Chris.
Okay. Yep.
James, no pussy for you.
CC, bring it in here.
Okay,
Let's go.
so Chris is sex is great.
Yes.
It's great. It's good times. Because this is what I find women. I wouldn't even say that part yet. You guys are having at it. It's been a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years of weekly dick down session. This nigga don't miss. I don't find situations where eventually the woman's not emotionally involved. Sometimes women are totally like, I find that they're totally comfortable in their sexuality, and it's just something that they can do, but very rarely.
I would say that in that situation where we're talking years,
Oh, yes,
of
years.
regular
Yes.
good dicking, giving and receiving, the man probably feels the same.
That wasn't the question, though. And that wasn't the question.
Okay. I agree with you that I am a rare form in that I can have sex without getting emotionally attached.
Fair.
I can also say I've never had sex with someone consistently for 3 years, so I don't have like a base for that.
Yes.
But
I have so many questions.
You know why, Rich?
I'm sitting here just like,
Because you've been
I have
you've
questions.
seen the situation
Yes.
where the woman be like, okay, you can fuck me good, but don't kiss me, or you can fuck me good, but don't stay over, but you can fuck me good, but we can't hang out, or we can't talk business.
trying
they're
to.
trying to
create a boundary.
create-
Yeah.
Okay. And
None of that's there. I'm saying no. Kiss in the mouth, look in the eye, full
Deep
sex.
eye contact.
Yeah,
Deep
I
eye
agree
contact.
with you that it is hard for, I think, many people, but specifically for women, to have a consistent physical interaction with
Yes.
a partner and not
Yes.
have emotional. I just think that's also a human nature thing, though, because I feel like we as humans, and that's why I say men too. Not all men, and not all the time. Men can have shorter stint thing, but if you're doing it for week in, week out for years,
Stay there. Will the man stay faithful to his commitment?
There's
no, he has somebody elsewhere. And that's like you said, for you, it's like there's somebody you're committed to.
But we didn't say commitment. We just said having sex regularly for a long
No,
time.
yes, they're just having sex. I'm saying insert another entity.
Okay.
Chris got a wife, girlfriend, high school sweetheart, whatever you want to call her.
Okay.
Right? He has another entity. And he's like, no, I'm going home to her. all the time. I'm come fuck you is gonna be great, and I'm gonna go home to her.
Okay. So what's the question?
Will Chris keep choosing the home?
Oh.
What's the question?
Will Chris keep choosing home?
At some point, that's the relationship. And home is just your side chick at that point.
I guess because
Not
there's
if you
too
fucking
many,
home
there's
one,
too
too.
many questions.
Oh, so
I
you
mean,
just-
there's too many like how much time is he spent? Because I think yes, because that's kind of like the predication of my relationship.
Yeah.
Is I'm going to keep on choosing home.
How did you decide that this was the relationship lifestyle you wanted to like partake in, that you wanted to like take on?
That's a good question. I think the short answer is being in a lot of relationships that were traditionally monogamous that I wasn't all the way happy in, and that I ended up hurting feelings either because I wasn't a big cheater. I have cheated before.
You were the problem.
Yeah. Oh. And so I don't like cheating, but I would just break up with
Toxic.
you and then go do the next thing that I wanted to do.
So there's just a lot of guys out there just heartbroken.
And women, yeah.
And women.
Yeah. And so I was
Plot
like,
thickens.
I had to, right before the pandemic, I was like, I got to sit down. You know, it's like.
Oh, this is a recent decision. This is a recent.
Yeah, I would say within the last 3 years.
He was like, man, we've been meeting in the house for a long time. I need to spread
No,
this
it was.
shit out.
I didn't know the pandemic was coming. It was before that. But I was just like, I was single for the first time in a minute, and because I'm one of those people who's always got folks in my orbit.
Yes.
And I was like, I gotta really like. My sister was like, you just need to be single for a while, and I was like, or I just need to think about how I approach this and be more intentional about it.
Okay.
And when I did that, I remember I was talking to one of my best male friends, and I was like, I think I just need somebody who's okay with me, like kind of doing what I want to do.
Yes.
In a variety, and especially at that point, I was very much like, you know, I like men, I like women. Whenever I'm with one, I miss the other. So how can I make this work? And he was like, you just need to have somebody that's okay with that.
Did you know about the T-Pain situation?
I do not.
So, and this is to my understanding, T-Pain was at the top of his career being T-Pain, right? And he was going on the road, and there was a whole bunch of strippers he fell in love with, right? And he was living a rock star life. And his wife kept finding out. She was very annoyed by it. What the fuck are you doing? He was like, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. It would happen again. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. It happen again. And then eventually, he was like, I don't know what to do. Shit is crazy. They keep coming, right? I'm sorry. I love you, but I don't know how to handle this shit.
Right.
And she said to him, you dumbass. I had a girlfriend when I was in high school, and I miss women. While you're out gallivanting in the streets, I would prefer that we bring somebody in. And he was like, wait, you like girls? And she was like, yeah, if you would have just communicated that with me, we could switch this up. So now I believe the rules are, he could sleep with as many women as they want, as long as they're there together.
Yeah.
But
see,
that's the
another
honesty
version
thing.
of it. And that's the critical part. I mean, I could talk for a long time about the things that are required, but honest communication is definitely top of the list.
So if you had to go down, if there was like five things, top of the list, honesty, communication. What else do you need in order to convince someone to be in an open relationship with you?
Well, step one, you shouldn't be convincing.
Oh,
anybody.
amen to that.
Okay.
Come on now.
It has to be like I met my partner and we met on a dating app, and within like 2 weeks of us talking to each other, we both said, I want something non-traditional. We didn't have like a word for it at the moment. We didn't know exactly what that was going to look like, but we both knew coming into it that that was what we wanted.
Yeah.
I think I see a lot of times people that open a relationship or try to do these kinds of non-traditional things either to like repair a problem or because one party wants it and they're trying to convince the other. And I think in both of those situations, it's not going to work. Okay. I think both parties have to want it coming in, or at least
being on the
like,
same page. You got to be like,
or both parties have to be understanding to the situation. Because, like I was saying about the vindictive thing, when I've met women, some women have been like, no, I want to partake too, and I'm like, all right, well, you live your life, right? But there's also been women I'm like, no, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do here, I'm actually fine. I don't really care about what's going on as long as you're being safe and so on and so forth. Yep. It's like this is the best way I've ever heard it phrased. It's like, I'm not okaying you cheating on me, but when you have that trip to Miami, I don't need to know the details.
Yeah, I have a friend in a situation like that.
Like, live your life.
Lani,
I'm not okay with any of this.
I understand.
That was my next question was, Lani, how
Samantha and I have these debates all the time. I am the most traditional.
Yes.
And thank God I found someone who is also. So we good.
And that works.
Yeah. And it's all about, like you said, all about having an understanding. But the other thing that I would say is like maturity and therapy. I always say I pay a lot of white women to tell me how to live my life. We have a couples therapist. I have an individual therapist. I have a non-monogamy coach.
This
I got a
shit right
special
here.
trainer for my dog.
They have a non-monogamy coach, which is like the craziest thing
What
I've
does
ever
the
heard
ad
of.
look like for a non-monogamy coach? Like, how do you find?
You want to go out in these streets and fuck around? Have you been having a lot of hot girl summers? City boys, are you up? Come on down to 1-900, fuck around.
Fuck around and you'll find out.
Fuck around and
That's hilarious. We found ours from a polyamorous podcast.
Okay.
Because we also did a lot
a whole
of prep
community.
and studying
crazy.
beforehand. So, yeah.
I know this has nothing to do with anything we're talking about. Have you been to a sex dungeon before? I feel like
A sex dungeon?
yeah. Like I feel like is that
Like
not
a
in this
dungeon?
Is that not in this space?
Why is it a dungeon? Why is
That's what they. This sex dungeon.
No. Is that,
So
like
there's-
you mean like hedoism?
Wait.
You know, it's
What is
What
it
is
called?
that?
so close.
What is it? What is it?
Hedonism.
Hedonism.
Henominy.
Hedonism is what he was looking for.
Hedonism.
No, there's a lot of definitely like in that. There's in the kink kind of space, it
Yeah.
all like kind of comes together. But no, I've never been to a sex dungeon per
Okay.
se. But there's like sex parties and there's a whole little world.
BT, how much would we have to pay you to go?
Man, shit, where's it at? Here's the problem.
I'll pay you.
Yeah, those situations ain't normally lit like that.
Yeah.
Normally it's a bunch of saggy white people, if I'm being honest.
Exactly. It's what I always say. People are like, oh, someone invited me to hedonism. I was like, but is it
Yes.
like the nude beach
Yeah,
where everybody at
it's
the nude
not.
beach is the people you don't want to see naked? Like it.
You gotta
the
find-
community
yes.
is a little.
You gotta find the hip.
and it
like-
is a lot of white people.
There's been times where I've like wanted to go to like a party like that, but not to entertain other people, just for like voyeuristic
Yeah.
shit, just for so
Life
people can watch me.
experience.
It's just like nah. It's
Oh,
just
you
like,
want to be watched?
it's parts of it.
Okay.
I'd be fucking in front of windows and shit, taking a risk. That's what sometimes that shit is
it's
fun.
fun.
Yeah. You know what's weird to me? I was thinking about this the other day. You'll never get credit for the fucking that you did. Like think about this. Just think about the people. There's been some. Now listen, I'm not up here like I'm I mean like there's been some women I've let down. Oh, big sad. I'm sorry, Seattle. I'm sorry. I apologize. It was a bad situation up there. There's a couple women I've let down tremendously, but there's some women I
the
know
worst
I'm
feeling.
high level on their list, and I be about making memories. You get credit for all your skill sets and being great at business and podcasting. You get all these. You'll never get the credit for the fucking that you did.
What do you mean?
So you
I
mean,
mean,
like,
at my
from the
funeral.
women.
Yeah, no, I mean for the world. I want
For
at
the
my
world.
funeral.
For the world.
they'd be like, he
You
was a
want it
good
to be on
person.
your resume.
Yeah.
He was
Like-
great. He was kind to people. He fed the homeless, and that nigga did some
He
fucking
blew backs out.
Class
yeah.
Back blower.
Back blower.
Because
Yeah.
you've had some moments. We've all had some nights where we was like, whoa, boy, I'm out here tonight. You all like, you know what I mean? It ain't always every night, but you've had some nights where like, okay, look at me. Come on, Dick. Dick out here dicking. You know what I mean? You've stood at the edge of the bed like, damn, I did that shit tonight.
That's me.
You know what I mean? That's me. Look at you.
Yeah.
You talking all that shit. Now
Yeah.
you just running and sleepy. It's like,
I'm gonna go get some water. I'll come right back.
yeah, and you'll never get no credit for that shit.
You don't.
It's just you and her know. It's like, fuck.
And she ain't gonna tell nobody else
And
because
that's
she
what
don't
I'm
want anybody else to know
saying.
that you blowing back.
But she ain't gonna tell the world.
The world.
Yeah, no, that's. I
You're never
agree.
gonna get the
She might
credit.
tell the book club.
I've started telling dudes that I know that are married or that have a woman that they love.
To start cheating on their wives.
That's hysterical. They already cheat. You're probably anyway. 50% of marriage. It's
You
either
didn't know it, but you're poly.
It's either finances or what's that? We'll get back to that because normally what it is most women that know themselves, it's one of two things. Either one, you want to know everything and you can handle knowing everything. Two, you say you want to know everything and you don't want to know shit. Three, you say you don't want to know anything and you want to know everything. And four, you say that you don't want to know shit and you really don't want to know shit. And every woman's different. So, yeah, tell me everything. You tell him like, why the fuck would you do that? It's like, I should have said you that shit. Anyway, I've started telling married men that I know, it's high value as you hold your wife or your girlfriend or whatever blah, blah, blah classification it is, to start doing the nasty, freaky shit with her. Because men will have this angel of a woman and be like,
the Madonna complex.
Yes, like I can.
When I learned what that was, it blew my mind.
Oh, I could never. You are my queen. Mm-hmm. And what'll happen is like then he starts seeking that outside the house.
I know this.
And she wanted to lick balls.
No,
the whole time.
The whole time.
There was this girl that I know.
Wait, that's freaky.
No,
I know you're talking about swinging off chandeliers or something.
I'm being fictitious.
All you want is your balls licked, huh?
Sex parties and you talking about
sex dungeons. Literal Targaryen dungeons. And we are here.
Dungeon. I was trying to give like a worldly example.
So this is what happened. So she was with her fiance
Yes.
at the time, and they're getting ready for marriage, all that kind of stuff, and they get pregnant, right? And so she's about to have his kid, and he'd been cool like the entire time, and I guess like the Madonna complex kicked in, and then he went out and cheated on her like while she had the kid, like because he saw her as, oh, this is the mother of my child, like I can't.
Realizing
I know
I can't,
several situations like
and
that.
it's just, I was like, wait, what? That's a thing that happens where
yes,
you just like
that's let me tell it, that's the norm.
That's wild.
The norm is men don't want to do nasty shit with their wife, and very often the women want to do the shit.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
You know what it is though? I think it might be the shame.
Yeah.
Like the next morning where it's like, you know, you just did some nasty shit, and then the next morning you wake up and then you're just like, okay, we're back at it.
Bro,
again.
let me tell you something, man. Your relationship ain't gonna work if you can't make it through the shame. If you can't,
No, I'm with you. That's what I was thinking.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
can't look at the fucked up parts of y'all, of the me, you, and the
preach,
us,
BT.
it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. If this nigga,
I'm with you.
I'm trying to find some super nasty shit now. If this nigga
Pressure's on.
this nigga wanna eat your ass and then kiss the puppy and then kiss you.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
that's a good one.
Terrifying.
I'm just trying to think of some shit now. If you're not into that, then y'all gonna have an issue. It's gonna be a problem somewhere down the line. You got to be able to communicate.
Were y'all talking about Atlanta earlier?
Yes.
Yeah.
The episode. You remember that the Paris episode where they go to Paris?
Yeah,
like,
where
no,
Van's
tell me
in.
Vans,
Van's in
yeah,
Paris
where Vans in
with a
Paris,
boy.
and then her homegirls were out on that trip to like pee on people.
Yeah.
That's what that made me think of. Like, I don't know why.
Piss be
That's
warm.
some freaky shit.
Piss be warm. I'm not into it, but it makes sense. I get it.
The golden shower
Piss
thing.
be warm. No, thank you, but I understand.
No, people be in. I mean, that's a whole.
What makes sense about it?
Because it's warm. Because I've had women
So
squirt
it's
on me.
like candle wax. Like, why would you want to get pissed on versus?
I don't want to get pissed on. You piss on me, we gonna have a problem.
To like the bodily fluid thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me tell you, like I've had chicks that were squirters, and I was like, this is trash. Like this is overrated. I'm like, this.
I feel like I've never been in a squirt situation, but
garbage. You thank God.
if it
Isn't that bad?
no, but I feel like it's
liked
too messy. It's too messy.
It
It gets everywhere. You got to clean. You should clean the sheets
It's
anyway
gonna be,
after,
I was gonna
but
say,
like.
it's gonna be messy anyway.
But I feel like if she's a squirter,
messy.
she should warn you.
They don't always know.
Yeah, it was you, bitch. You did that, bro.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Does it make you feel? That's how. But I did it. I made somebody else squirt.
No,
was like,
I realized she
I
was.
am the champion of the world. I won today. Life. It's over.
See,
That's how you felt?
That's how I felt.
Look, and the world will never
Here's
know.
the problem.
They will now.
They'll know now.
No, you'll never get your flowers for the fucking you did.
You're right. I
That's
want that on my
trash.
resume.
Well,
It's
thanks
like,
to this podcast, the world will know about you guys.
I need some anonymous accounts to just be like, hey, listen, if I failed you, don't come pull up.
Don't come.
We don't need you. You know what I
silent.
mean? Just, my bad. I'm
If
sorry.
I've rocked your world.
What's a red flag that people don't talk about?
In what situation?
Relationships. We'll go you, and then we'll hop over to you.
He doesn't
no,
have
you first.
relationships. He doesn't know.
Oh, I have a bunch of relationships. I love you all.
I love you all. A red flag that people don't talk about.
People who don't like food.
Really?
That's one for me. When I dated a guy, I've dated 2 that just weren't into food. They ate to survive. They just weren't like, I should have known back then.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
I love food, and I think people who don't like food have a problem. Something's wrong with
should
you.
Should they just die? Should they starve?
Basically.
They won't because they'll eat like 2 sunflower seeds.
Yeah. I know, and they eat, but they don't like. They're not excited about. They eat for sustenance.
Yeah.
Yeah. They eat to live, not live to eat like I do.
Got you.
Also,
Okay.
people who don't like spicy food, something's wrong with them too. If you
Some
can't
people
have
it's just
it,
like digestive.
yeah, no. If you can't have it for health reasons, I get it. But if you
Yeah.
just don't like spicy food, you know, Joel James told me that, the comedian that I made the cookbook with, and I was like, yes, I get it.
Yeah.
People who don't eat spicy food, they're lame as fuck. You think about it.
Go
Think of
try-
all the people you eat with that don't like spicy food.
You gotta go try some shit.
I just want the mild
Just give me the
chicken.
milky.
Just the mild.
Just the milky curry.
No spice at all.
Yeah, they're whack.
They are.
No, I want to know. I can't think. I mean, there's a lot of red
We'll
flags.
drop
but
the
I feel
link to the
like-
cookbook.
I mean,
right.
I think communication is probably the highest thing for me because
Ooh, I have
No.
one,
A
actually.
red
Yeah,
flag
red
people
flag.
don't talk about.
People
oh,
that don't know
ooh.
how to argue.
Okay.
Like when you can't, your face, you're like, wait, what? And yeah, I think if a person doesn't know how to like argue with you, then it's gonna create a lot of issues later on because there's always gonna be conflict in it. There's no relationship that has no conflict. But if you can't argue with a person and
Yeah.
at least be, however, I mean, different people argue differently, but like if you can't argue with someone and not go for the jugular or go for, you know, your mama, the kids, or whatever the case may be, it's you're gonna live in a cycle of always arguing and it never going anywhere.
Yeah. Are you a argue and figure it out now, or let's take some time and get back to it?
Yeah, I'm definitely big take time energy.
fuck that.
I'm walking away
I
from
hate
it.
that.
Yeah,
Oh my
I've
God.
had exes that hate it too.
It causes so much anxiety. Let's figure it out now.
I need to figure out how I feel about it first. And then
You
we
might
can
not even
come
feel
back.
that bad until you go back and sit and think about it for 6 days. You was all right. You got past this shit.
It's not a 6-day situation.
It feel like that.
If you tell me you need time, I'm okay. I'm
How
not
much
okay.
time?
Yeah.
How much time?
How much time? Let's circle back to this, but I'm not okay with shutdown.
Oh no, I don't believe in that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna and that back to the I'm gonna communicate to you like I need a minute, and sometimes it's a couple hours. I'm not saying like it has to be days and days.
Yeah.
But I don't like to react like emotionally and like without having thought about what I feel about something first.
Yeah,
So,
because you might not be past it. And then it's like,
yeah.
let-
Or I might think about it and then be like, actually, I was kind of tripping, and I'm not actually that mad anymore. So
here goes
like,
this girl.
let
Come on
us-
in here, baby. I'm so sorry about this.
let's show them how you squirt.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Show them how
Show them how you sweat.
fucks with you.
I would say
You got some keys on you?
a red flag people don't usually talk about would be having your phone on like do not disturb or silent whenever you guys are together,
Okay, what if it's just all the time?
or all the time you have your phone on.
I do.
Do not disturb all the time.
No, not do not disturb. I just have it on silent.
No.
I don't know
I'm
it's
saying not on silent. Like do not disturb so that you don't get text messages or you don't
nothing
get.
comes
I mean, but you would be having to look at the phone to know that. And I wouldn't. I don't pay attention.
Oh, I know why. I know mine. Go ahead, keep going.
No, that's I'm gonna just leave it there.
Yeah, I
Alley-oop.
think it would be hard to figure out if somebody had their phone on do not disturb all the time.
Yeah.
But I have known people that just like keep their phone on silent all the time. But I feel like there's a bunch of reasons for that. But I can see in general, suspect behaviors
It's
can come
sus.
around that.
Yeah,
agree.
but what would be the alternative? You want somebody just answering the phone around you all the time? Excuse me, I'm texting. I'll get right back to you. Hello, yeah. No, just 1 second.
No,
Yeah,
but just like
text
seeing
again.
it ring, I guess you're saying like you can see who's calling or they're getting texts or whatever.
I think
You're
it's
saying
it's
versus
the
just
it's
never
the
seeing.
illusion of like
I'm dry.
the phone is just you're not getting any calls, you're not getting any texts, you're not getting anything. That's an illusion, right?
If I'm with somebody, I'm with y'all. I'm like, yes, my phone is doing all kinds of shit, but I don't be. Listen, ladies, if you go through my phone, I'm gonna tell you what's in here: titties, okay,
And
as
heartbreak.
many as I can get. Some ass, not much pussy. I don't really like straight on vagina like that to the camera, but just some titties in here, and I'm trying to get more. And if you fucks with me, you'll enjoy the titties as well. But just stay in there. Ain't no reason to go in here. What you want to know? I'll tell you what it is.
Because you're chilling.
Right.
You're keeping
Titties in here.
If the phone rings, the phone rings. It's no big deal. Right?
The phones cause so many problems. I've stopped paying attention a long time ago. There's just so many different things that happen with
social
phones.
media.
It's like, why even put yourself
That's
through
the
it?
thing for me, social media. If somebody has, if it's vitally important for them for social media shit, for the relationship, that is a huge
I
red
agree.
flag.
To me that even goes
That's
back to
a
like the
huge red
Facebook's like relationship status.
Oh, yeah,
So
she
like
is.
now
Why you
it
not
can need
posting
to be
me?
Yeah. I think it shows a lot more. I think, and that's like the kind of red flag where it's like a small thing, but it means a lot of big things.
It means
I
all kinds of
had a
things.
friend tell me that she didn't want the dude that she was talking to post her. It was sad, actually. It was pretty depressing.
Yeah.
She didn't want him to post her because she knew, like deep down, once
wasn't
he
it.
posted her, then she would start getting hit up by other girls being like, oh, he's talking to me and he's talking to...
Oh, I didn't know that. That's where that was
Isn't that-
going.
I know.
That is.
I thought you were gonna say she didn't want people to know she was off the market.
No. It's the other way. She didn't want to know the truth that he was like talking
So
to
she's
other
just
girls.
willfully ignorant out here.
So she was like,
That
"Oh, I
is
don't want you to
sad.
post me. It's fine." Like she didn't ask. She was just cool with being kind of like, "I don't want to know about it."
Living in a
but
fool's
But
paradise.
that's smart of her.
That's
mean, she knew it was right for her.
Yeah, if you know what's right for you, because if it's all about what works for you. Now, if it's like some deep rooted other issue that therapy should probably dig up, then that's probably something else.
Yeah.
But if this is like, no, I'm blind eye. Don't make me. Very often I'll have women be like, listen, as long as I don't feel weird or different, then think everything's fine. But don't ever make me feel neglected. Don't ever make me feel like something's off. The moment that you're off, or the moment I feel like I'm not getting the attention I need, then that's when the problems start.
Okay, so what's your red flag you were gonna say?
That's the social media. It's the social media posting thing. Like if it's necessary that why we not doing this on social media, or why you not liking my post, or why you not commenting, that is like what? Because the relationships that I do appreciate that I see on social media, a lot of times it be mutual and love, and I can feel the warmth. But very often it's like this is me. If I have something precious that I appreciate, then I have something precious that I appreciate. I grew up in a fucked up neighborhood that when we bought a new TV, we didn't take the box out in the middle of the day. We cut the box up and snuck it out at night when nobody could see, so people don't break in and steal your TV. So to be, look at our love, motherfucker. You lonely bitch. Like that. It's like that's where the issue. So when you say the downfall, you be like, motherfucker, it didn't work out. You know what I mean? That huge. If it's a must, that is a huge celebration, and y'all are not in line with that, fuck out of there. That's gonna be a problem. And a lot of followers. Chicks that be having about 900 followers. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
900 is a lot.
900?
No, that's great. 900, no, about anything over, you stuck into the 5,000, you be like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I think people, for me, I do like men that are aggressively on social media and it's not related to their job.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Now, I
to
got
me.
70,000, but that's not the point. The point is,
That's part of your job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's different. It's
You
part
know
of
what's
your
weird is
job.
people who follow a lot more people than
Than follow
they
them.
have followers.
It's
That's
called
a
a
red
bot.
flag.
That is-
yeah, you big weirdo.
What?
People, you have
Is that you?
you
So
follow a lot more people than.
I follow a lot of like accounts just for like talent. You know what I'm saying? Just like seeing other people's pages and
a
what's
job,
out there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I definitely follow more people than I.
But you're not a civilian. You're like active. This is job stuff.
Yeah.
But how many more?
I was gonna say because I follow more than follow me, but it's not like
I'd say so. Probably
2,000
like
to 500.
I think I'm at 15. So then 2,000,
Yeah.
like 25,000. Red flag?
I don't know.
Red flag?
Yeah.
Wait, why is it a red flag?
It's just weird to me. I don't know. Something about it is weird. I don't have an
It's weird.
explanation.
I know.
just
It's like
odd.
nobody cares about you and what you're doing, but you care about what people are doing.
I care about
I don't
people?
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do also agree that if
Yeah.
you're not a civilian, again, anything social media that's related to your job, I can
Yeah.
learn.
Also, if
more
she ain't
about.
following nobody, that's also weirdo shit too.
Yeah.
That
Like, well, I'm not following. I'm just focusing on myself. Like, ugh, girl. weirdo.
Oh,
You be on the
that's
explore
weird.
page? What a weirdo.
Yeah. How do you use social media?
Not at all.
Follow people.
Here's another thing. I don't like when
And we
somebody.
gotta wrap soon, guys.
Oh no, man, we just get to the good.
I know. I'm sorry.
Here's another red flag. It's
Yes, we got to wrap soon. Is a red flag.
all my red flag.
Yeah.
Men who don't like sports is weird.
You don't like sports?
It's a long story.
It's not.
We
I
don't.
know.
Okay, so this is no.
Weird, right?
No.
That's the diehard
It's
Laker.
football. So
Yo,
I don't
Oh, I
like
thought it was
football.
sports.
No, it's football.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's football. Basketball.
still
like,
weird, but not as weird.
Do you like basketball?
I like basketball.
Who's
Love
your favorite
basketball.
player? Faster.
In the world?
No,
or
right
like,
now, playing right now. We need current shit because I don't want you just randomly with Magic Johnson. No, this taking too long. Who's the best player on the Bucks?
Giannis, right?
Giannis.
Giannis, my bad. Yeah.
Watch some basketball. Best player on the Grizzlies.
Red flag. I told you.
Gee, honest.
I don't know the Grizzlies.
You don't know the Grizzlies? You don't watch no goddamn basketball.
Nah, I don't know the Grizzlies.
Anyways, it's a long story. He said, but something
Yeah,
about
and I hate
that.
to be misogynist, but I feel the same way.
Do you play video games?
Nah, not really. I work a lot, bro.
Man, ain't that much work in the world.
There
bro. I
is.
work a lot of
See,
time.
that is the opposite for me.
What?
I don't like men that play video games
Hey, listen.
over the age of 30.
Hey,
I
listen,
think it's
man.
odd.
What?
Oh, I don't think it's odd.
I think it's
all
odd.
about, as a Libra, it's all about balance for me. Like, if you just do some of all the things.
Let me tell you something. The times I'm not in the streets, I'm in the Call of Duty streets. You hear me? Don't no women that know me call me for the next 2 months because I do Call of Duty for the drop. I ain't keep your pussy for a few months. I'll see you around Christmas time. But
Put it
I
on
personally
ice.
don't know any men who are like businessmen. A lot of them with kids who are like, just busy men that get shit done that play video games. I just haven't,
What?
I haven't seen it.
you should see all the
She
people.
just called you a bum to your face.
No, entertainers are different. That whole world is
I was
different.
also going to say folks in the tech space definitely do as well.
Yeah.
A lot of games.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with games like off the
Video
top.
game means he's home. Let him play the game, ladies. He's home.
Not if he's in the metaverse.
I feel like that is I don't like that.
If he's in the metaverse, that's a whole different story, BT.
That's a
What?
low
You
bar.
metaverse?
That's not the game. I'm talking
Oh, you talking about like
like PlayStation.
Yeah,
Like he on
2K.
2K, he's on the Madden, he's on the Call of Duty.
Yeah, but I just feel like
very
that's a low
unattractive.
bar. And,
What you mean?
oh, he's home, so just be happy that he's home.
No. I'm saying you
You're
have
saying
an
at
open
least
situation
he's
because
not
that
in the
nigga could go
street.
get some pussy. But I'm saying if you're in a traditional, and I feel more comfortable and relaxed after I shoot 15 people a night. I won't even sleep well unless I kill a couple people every night. I'll be on
That's
some
some therapy shit right
I'll be
there.
on some Dahmer shit.
No.
Okay.
Too far.
Where we,
speaking
it's
of
been
killing
nice having
people,
you.
the easy transition. How would you like to be remembered in the comedy space? BT?
Oh, in the comedy space, because I was about to say I
You
want
were like
my,
this dick.
I want my credit for the fucking I be doing, bro. Damn it, legendary nights. I like this because this will like exist forever. So when I say this, like somebody will look this up years from now. All right, look,
Yeah, if your career keeps doing what it's supposed to do.
it's going to. I'm fucking hilarious.
I know.
Why you here?
Yes. So this I can promise. I'm gonna have like a lot of money. It's not gonna be directly from comedy. It's gonna be like a derivative. Like something is gonna happen business wise where shit, this guy made some great moves.
Invest in like a Wingstop or something.
Yeah, something crazy. It's gonna be like a new thing. It's gonna be like sea moss lemon pepper wings, right?
Got you, okay.
It's my new invention. Shout out to Dr. Sebi. I'm going to do some very innovative things.
Well, I just picture your fucking Wingstop with like a picture of you and Dr. Sebi just in big wing right in the middle.
In a sex dungeon.
Yes, in a sex dungeon. I'm going to do some very innovative things, and I will change some shit. I am sure of it. So I want to be known as a game changer, like Robert Townsend, self-investing film, Keenan Ivory Wayans. Yes. Will I be remembered as the best or funniest? I don't even know if that's what I want. I love the stage. I'll never leave the stage. I'm comfortable around any person. You name them, I'll follow them. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. But that's not like my through line goal. The goal is to change things for creatives in the future.
That Meteor Man legacy.
The Meteor Man, you know what I mean? Parenthood, Hollywood shuffle, you know what I mean? That's gonna happen. That
and then follow up to that. So if the ladies did have to talk about you, you know, what would you like them to say?
Other than the obvious that you.
Or the obvious.
So you talking about the fucking? We talking about the fucking right here. We're definitely talking about the fucking right. Wait, are we not talking about the fucking?
We could.
Whatever you want.
However you interpret
Wait,
the
what
question.
ladies? Oh, the
key holding
Ladies
lady.
of the
Oh, they love me. They love me. I love them. We're great. We don't have no. That's the most beautiful part. I don't even really talk about the relationship because it's perfect. We literally have no issues, and it's very uncomfortable because people be going through shit, and I don't be having those issues. Shit be happy. It's like, man, you realize, man, how important living your life be, man. You don't have no issues either.
I don't.
It's big joy.
It's so crazy. We all have completely different relationships, and we're all very happy in them. Look how beautiful that is.
It don't happen. I'm telling you, people don't be happy, man.
I know.
People don't be happy. These people be selling. Live your life. Live your life, people. But for the fucking.
Back to the most important.
I want credit for making it memorable. I want credit for making it memorable. Consistency, listening to women's bodies, and making it fucking memorable. Nobody ever licked the back of your back.
The back of your back?
Mid-stroke. Back lick. The spine just... Come on, man. I'm out here, bro.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
BT Kingsley.
Deep stroking with toes in my mouth. Out here, nigga.
And this is your Sunday Scoop. We'll see you soon. Peace.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.